Hey everyone, welcome to the Bourbon Brigade podcast. I am Chip, and with me, as always, is Kevin and Efrain. And today, or tonight, we're going to reveal our whiskey of the year, 2022 whiskey of the year. I think we got some good ones. We're trying to stick with bottles that were released in 2022, but we may talk about some bottles that we received in 2022 that are really, really good. All right, Kevin, you're really excited to talk about yours.
I am.
Let's hear it.
All right.
What do you got?
So, my whiskey of the year is Penelope Tokaj finish. And this is finished in Hungarian Tokaj barrels, Tokaj casks, which is a wine that used to be the wine of kings back in the day, like Roman Empire day, like all that stuff. I mean, it was super sought after.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of went away for a while, like the whole Soviet Union thing happened, and they kind of sort of sold off a lot of the stock, and then it ended up the quality went downhill, and it kind of turned into the Tokaj wine industry kind of fell off the map for a little while, but it's come raging back now, and it's, I mean, there's some bottles that have been sold that are from the 1800s for,
wow,
I mean, undisclosed amounts of money, but I guarantee they were way up there.
delicious.
Yeah.
So what kind of wine is it considered? Like a dessert, a dry, a white, a red?
It's like a dessert wine.
Okay.
So, and some of it, from what I read, some of it was so concentrate and so old, could be up to 300 years old.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So some of it was poured into a spoon, and it was served by the spoon, and it was really thick.
It's like jelly.
Yeah. Right. So this is a 95% rye, and it's 107 proof.
Sourced, right?
It is, I believe.
They get it from
Penelope's.
MPP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's 6 years old. This is batch 3. I picked this up the other day, tried it, and instantly I said, this is absolutely the most interesting bottle that I've had from this year. Wish I could have gotten the Midwinter Nights Dram 10, but I didn't. And
to compare it.
Yeah, sort of to throw into the mix for my whiskey of the year, because it would have been interesting to see which one I kind of picked at the end. This is by far the most interesting whiskey that I've tried this year.
I really want to find it. It is not. I know Bill's has gotten a couple bottles, but I haven't been around to get one.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was super limited what they did get. How accessible is it in your guys' area?
Well, when I found it, I just walked into a store and it was sitting there.
Yeah.
It wasn't anything special. It was just out. There's like the Penelope section. It was just in the section. It wasn't like behind the glass. It wasn't, up on the ceiling where somebody had to help you, or behind the counter. It was just out. It was like $80 a bottle.
Okay.
I think 80. I think it was 80. Might have been a little less.
And 80's good. That's you feel good about that? Like, you feel comfortable with?
I feel like within a year or two, this is going to be at least $100 bottle.
Ooh, okay.
Yep. If I was a betting man.
I need this one.
Yeah.
Is it similar? So it's finished it's a 95% rye, and so what's the flavor profile on that one?
So the Tokaj cask finish, the Tokaj, it's like nothing I've ever tasted, especially
Really?
in a whiskey, in a rye. And it's really, it isn't. I mean, I have never even heard of Tokaj wine.
Yeah.
Before I found this bottle, and I did some research, and then I found out Tokaj was really sought after at one time, and it was considered the wine of kings, and it was legit.
Yeah.
And now it's starting to come roaring back. Now that Hungary's got its own footing again, and it's been enough time where there's some really, really interesting stuff coming out, and there's a way they measure how much sugar goes into each bottle, and there's a couple different types depending on the amount of sugar in the grapes and everything like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Super technical.
It is. And like I said, it's probably like these were probably pretty wet casks they went into, because there is quite a bit of flavor on these. That's
I like it.
Yeah.
What's the color? So is it got a reddish tint to it?
Yeah. So it's pretty dark. It's got like an amber.
Yeah.
It probably doesn't come through that great on this, but it's a dark amber.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And you can tell it's been finished. It's a little bit darker than your standard, like small batch bourbon or whatever. You know, it's a little bit darker.
Yeah.
But just, I mean, on the nose, it's like honey, a little floral, and it's almost got like have you ever had those bit of honey candies?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, it's got a little bit of that on the nose.
Ooh.
For me. Yeah.
I like Bido honey.
Right.
You can't find it anywhere, but it's good.
Yeah. There's probably a lot of younger people out there watching this are like, what the heck is he talking about?
It's a Bido honey.
Yeah.
Why can't you just have a bunch of honey? Why does it got to be a bit?
And on the palate, I get like a honey. I get like almost like a sweetness, like a grape sweetness, but not like grapes. You know, it's different.
I get down with that.
Mm-hmm. I think you'd like this a lot, Chip. It
I
has. It's like if you turned up the sweetness on a midwinter night's dram.
Here we go.
There we go. I almost did it. That damn S in the wrong place.
I know.
But if you turned up the sweetness on a midwinter night's dram a little bit, but kept the finished, interesting, like.
I'm so interested.
And it plays so well with the rye, with the spiciness of the rye and the sweetness of the Tokai.
Mm-hmm.
I can't say enough good things about this. Like, you have to try. I can't wait till you get that sample.
Yeah.
Because, oh my God, I have a feeling that you're going to be like, I got to have a bottle of this.
I got to have it. I can already tell you the sweetness. I want it. Efrain, you have this bottle actually.
Yeah.
And you haven't opened it. Did you open it yet?
No, not yet. I'm
Are you
interested
going to?
now. I'm going to right now.
Well, while you get that open, Kevin, do you have any other things you want to talk about your whiskey of the year?
So, I went back and forth with a couple things, like the believe it or not, a Larceny C922.
Yeah.
I heard that C922 is really good.
Oh my God, it's so good. Why is my brain so mushy? I can't think. Why can't I remember anything? Oh yeah, it was all those boom booms.
Yeah, too many booms.
The Barrel Vantage.
That's one of my
it was the sample you
honorable
sent
mentions
me.
as well as the Barrel Vantage. That thing is, wow, very good.
Oh yeah,
that bottle's gone.
Yeah.
It didn't lie. Honestly, I don't think I've killed a bottle that fast. Yeah, I gave out a few samples of it, but it was free, so it's okay.
That's the best kind. That makes it taste even better.
It does. It does.
Yeah. You get that. You get that on the nose and the palate. It's like,
yes.
Oh, free. Ooh, free.
All right, Efrain. Is this gonna overtake your whiskey of the year?
No.
Drum roll. No. Ooh.
He said no.
No,
that was
not
quick.
over my top one.
Okay.
Wow.
Not over
that
my
was
top
quick.
one. It's good. I like the honey. You get the honey both in the nose and you get it in the palate. It's got a citrus note kind of at the end, like a flowery citrus note towards the end. It's very good. It's kind of,
He said no
like
instantly
wine,
though.
but it kind of has like a white wine kind of type taste to it.
It is worth
Sweet
noting he has a
wine.
different batch than I do.
This is true.
That's true.
Different barrel.
Yeah.
Everything.
Mm-hmm.
Same proof, right?
What's the proof? 107?
Yep, 107.
Okay. So that must be
6 year?
their proof point for this.
What's the age on yours?
6.
Yep, mine too.
That's interesting.
Probably finished in a different barrel.
Yep. Yep.
Maybe yours was a little bit juicier, Kevin.
Well, I've
like you
heard
said.
I've heard that the batch 1 of this, the Penelope Tokai cask, was very dry.
All right, Efrain, what is your whiskey of the year? You want to give your honorable mentions first,
honorable mention,
and then reveal the big boy.
Maybe not a this year release, but actually was the first time I ever tried it this year, was the Knob Creek 12.
Oh, so
It
good.
was very good.
It is good. So new to you is Fair Play.
Yeah, it was new to me. It's not
Yep.
new this year,
Yep.
but also the Jack Daniel's single barrel proof. That
Mhm.
was fantastic. Never had it before. It was fantastic.
You can't go wrong there.
Top notch.
And then for this year, but very close, is the Elijah Craig barrel proof B522.
That's a good one.
This
Yeah.
was so good. I went through 3 bottles of this.
3. Wow.
This is the last of it, and I can't find another bottle.
I'm still on my first bottle of it, but I've been, for the last probably 6 months, I've done a lot of collecting and very little drinking. So,
Yeah, that's the same problem I got. It keeps piling up.
Yeah.
And then my bottle of the year, of course,
Oh, yeah.
There it is.
Old Ezra 7.
Can't
Rye
argue with that.
barrel proof.
Can't argue with that at all.
That is just a huge flavor bomb.
And we did a review of this bourbon not too long ago, which
Yeah.
if you want to see it, you can find it. I'll put it up over here above Chip, so you can link to that and check that review out.
Yep.
I will say that is a very good one.
You know, big shout out. To I got a bottle of that from some very generous donors.
Man, they must have noticed the hard work you be putting into our long pauses and drawn out conversations. So
There is what people don't know is like after every third or fourth word I say, there's like a 3-second pause so my brain can catch up.
it happens.
But it sounds like I talk really fast with all the little cuts.
It does, and it sounds good. You do a good job.
Thanks.
Those are some heavy hitters, man. Especially that old Ezra. I will say that is just a shade under Midwinter Night's Dram. I love how we're all saying Midwinter Night's Dram now correctly.
Yeah. We're trying.
It's so hard though. I want
It's
to
so
say
hard.
Midwinter's Night. Just rolls off the tongue a little bit better. All right, so both of you guys have picked bottles that were what, $80, Kevin?
Yep.
Yep.
$80.
Yep.
Efrain?
Mine was
$80.
Yep.
Okay. Well, my bourbon of the year is a $50 bottle. It's a little bit more limited though, but I will say that my honorable mentions were the Jack Daniel's Hero Selection.
Oh, so good.
You guys have had a sample of it.
We have.
It doesn't make the list just because they are out there and they're a little bit more, available than my pick. I was also able to get E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof this year's batch, and it's so very good. It is very close. And then the Barrel Vantage. Barrel Vantage is just a really unique flavor bomb. Very different, very good, very enjoyable. But my bottle of the year is Chattanooga Whiskey Founders Collection 10th anniversary. I was able to snag a few bottles of this one. Drank this one really fast. So the kind of, I don't know if you guys can see the color.
I was just about to mention, it looks like chocolate.
It's so dark. I love the bottle too. The bottle is just smooth. Cork it's all cork, 100% cork.
It's like an old-fashioned cork. I
Yeah.
like it.
Yeah,
Founders.
Founders 10th anniversary blend. It is sourced partially. I have some information. It's kind of unique. It's all over the place. So it's got a blend of 3 bourbon mash bills. 51% of that mash bill is the 3-year-old Chattanooga bourbon. So it's their own distillate. And then 9% 4-year-old Chattanooga bourbon. And then 40% 3 to 4-year-old Ross and Squibb Distillery, which is MGP. That's what they call themselves now, Ross and Squibb. That was, yeah. Yep. So if you ever hear that That's basically the distillery that makes the MGP, like the Remus and all that stuff. That's the distillery that they're going under.
So is MGP still in play, or is it like completely?
Yeah.
switched over
So
to that name?
I'm not too certain if MGP is separate from Ross and Squibb, and I just know that MGP, Ross and Squibb are correlated together, and they're trying to get away from being known as MGP. They want to be known as Ross and Squibb Distillery.
Yeah, and if you know the answer to that question, why don't you drop that in the comments down there?
Yeah.
Like
I
to
would
know.
love to know. Yeah, I would love to know that. But this thing is 3 years, and it has some 4-year-old. 3 to 4 years, you will not find another bottle that will knock your socks off like this one. I will send you guys a sample. I really want you guys to try this one. It's I hate tobacco, but this is like tobacco, like really moist tobacco covered in chocolate and cherries. It's like it's got this smokiness to it, like you're at a bonfire. It's just chocolate bomb, just very good, sweet, really good mouthfeel. It's 100 proof.
I can't wait to try a sample of that, actually.
Yeah.
I've had some Chattanooga whiskey, and I really liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I would really, really enjoy that one.
$50. You cannot go wrong.
I don't
have
think
one
I've
back
seen
up.
it anywhere.
No.
It was limited, probably here in Tennessee. It was supposed to be a distillery only, but distributors in Tennessee. I live in Tennessee, so I need to go down there. I know they have it down there in the I don't know if they still have it, but they had it at the distillery. But yes, you guys are getting a sample. It's to die for. I'm telling you. You guys, we share the same bourbon flavor profile, so I know you guys will be all over this one.
Oh, can't wait. Cannot wait for that one.
Yeah, I'm curious to see your guys' opinion, just because it being $50.
That's amazing. That's like, and that's obviously, if it's a distillery only, it's a limited run, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
$50.
$50.
That's fair.
$50. Yep. I tasted it. I was like, oh my gosh, this is the greatest thing I've ever had. And I love E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof. I had that this year, and I was like, this is the best bourbon I've ever had. But this one's just different. I don't know.
All right, so that was our whiskey of the year. Thanks for watching, and hit the like button if you like this. Hit the dislike button if you didn't like it. You can get these shirts, Bourbon Brigade YouTube on the back, Bourbon Brigade Podcast, and it has a little tool homage on the back.
Tool Army.
A little homage.
That's right. Love it.
You can get that in the description below. There's the link. And thanks for watching.
Cheers.
Whiskey 11 out.
Thank you.
Boom.